So we need her to know that like we're in it with her for the long haul. We don't just care about her baby. And so we care about her too. And so, you know, that's the key. 3 a.m., get a phone call, we'll go out. Educate these kids truly on like what happens when you have sex with someone, right? Like there is an emotional bond. You are bonded to that person forever. So like serve the community really, really well and share the gospel with everyone that walks in the door. So Alliance Family Services is the organization I chose to partner with. And the reason I did is because one, I'm kind of impatient. I don't want to do my own thing. I don't want to like recreate the wheel. This time last year, Alliance had 3 women's clinics in a mobile unit and what we call Hope House, which is a maternity home. Now we are at 10 clinics, not including me.
And this is not just Tennessee.
National. Yeah. So we have a Franklin clinic.
Franklin, Tennessee,
okay. Which is very, very, very new. And I mean, July, like 6 months.
Wow.
So very, very new, getting our feet under us there. These are a bunch of people from Wisconsin starting a clinic in Tennessee. I mean, talk about 2 completely different cultures, right? And so different laws, different everything. And so, but they're very well connected in that community with a lot of influential people, but also just people that will come alongside them and love them and continue to lift them up in God's word, you know? And so so what happens and how Lenoir City came to be and how this clinic came to be and how I said yes to this was that I was working at another center and awesome people, awesome place, you know, have nothing but good things to say about them. But I hold a stance that is very unpopular in the pro-life movement, especially with pregnancy help organizations.
Which is
that I believe that abortion is murder and that anyone that participates in murder should be held liable for their decisions. Never doing that because I have said on several occasions, I don't want to run a pregnancy center because I don't think it's the answer to fix abortion. And I still hold that stance. It's not the answer, but it certainly is an answer to an individual mom's problem. And we can save babies. And I've seen it done and I've been a part of that. And so I kind of reframed my thinking around it. Okay. And in between, the Lord like totally changed my heart. I shouldn't say I don't believe in big pregnancy centers. I just think we have a different philosophy. I don't think anyone's right or wrong, but I would love to have really small centers in lots of areas to get to the community than like one really, really big one. It's under 1,200 square feet. We're going to have a medical room. We're going to have a counseling room. We're going to have a place for our staff to eat lunch and we'll have a lab. We have 2 bathrooms, like reception area, shared office, boom, all box checked. Great. And it's even like recessed from the street a little bit. So it's like a little bit more discreet.
Sure.
And although it's going to be super cute. So I don't know how discreet it's going to be. But because I want these women to feel like I don't want them to feel like they're going to a free health center. Like sure. I want them to feel like they're going to a high class doctor.
Is it a free health center?
It is a free health center.
Okay.
But I don't want them to feel like it's
absolutely
a free health center.
Completely understand.
Yes. It's completely free, paid for by people who have a heart for life and a heart for these women that are faced with this really hard decision. And so we are in this position that these women have a decision to make, right? There is no criminalization, to use their wording. There is no criminalization of women. So let's triage this thing, right? Like, let's get to the heart of the community. Let's serve these women that are scared out of their minds and don't even have people to tell them that they can do this. We will partner with already licensed nurse practitioners to be able to do prenatal care, to be able to do pelvic exams, women well visits, things like that. We can have an RN to be able to do abortion pill reversal. They would call in prescriptions, but we can also have it on hand. So abortion pill reversal is just progesterone, because the first abortion pill starves the baby of progesterone, which feeds the baby.
How long do they have after taking the pill?
So it's just as long as we can get it before the second pill. So it's 48 hours-ish. Okay. Yeah.
Interesting.
The sooner the better, obviously.
Sure.
Yeah.
And when do you anticipate to open?
Oh, well, at any point, somebody can write a $50,000 check and we're good to go. But
you don't have the facility set up. You're still doing construction.
We're still doing construction.
Yeah.
And I honestly think that the funding is going to come before the construction is over. So we will start construction in the middle of February. Okay. Once we get, the demo will happen at any point once we get that asbestos report. Please, Lord, no asbestos. That's a much more expensive undertaking. And then we will demo. I already have the walls drawn out on the floor. I know where everything's going. We've done a lot of this kind of stuff before, so this is easy. We'll do the permitting. We will, we don't have to move any plumbing. I mean, there's a lot of things. This thing could happen quickly. My goal is May, June.
Do you have any projections on how many women you think you can help?
Yeah.
Okay.
So at first we will start with 3 days a week.
Okay.
And then, so it's pretty part-time. Honestly, that's just stewarding our funds well. We don't want to pay people that we're not seeing clients. So while we're building clientele, we will be thinner times available. We will always be on call for abortion pill reversal. So always be on call. We can call in prescriptions to their local pharmacy. We can meet them at the clinic to get.
So will that be an on-call nurse? Is that what that is?
That would be myself and whoever is on staff.
Okay.
Yeah. Or volunteer nurses. Yeah. Whoever is a part of Alliance will be like, hey, we need someone APR. What do we do? Who's available? Meet down there and help this mom.
Is your intent to have an all-female staff?
Yes. And we do need male volunteers.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
One thing, abortion is not just a female issue as much as they would love for you to believe that it is.
Sure.
It takes 2 to tango. And that leaves the man often without a voice. And so what we do know about Christianity is when the dad comes to know the Lord, the whole family has a higher percentage to know the Lord. We hold to the fact that abortion is murder. Sure. And so when women come into the clinic and they are seeking abortion, and we call those abortion determined moms, when they come in, we shower them with love. There's going to be worship music playing. We will bring them in and sit down and talk to them first and just what's going on? What do you want to do? Let them give us the information. And then we just say, well, why do you want to have an abortion? And do you know what an abortion is? And, just giving them the education and love, anyone that comes to us, it doesn't matter what their background is. We're going to have people come in that are addicted to drugs.
Sure.
And a year and a half ago, I met a girl who was going to have an abortion, very first person that I did options counseling with. I got called in to meet with her. She's 23 years old. Her name was Sophie. Well, is Sophie. And she was in college and she wanted to have an abortion. And our stories were very much the same, except she was the same age as my daughter would be. And she had the same name. And so I'm sitting in this room and I'm telling her, the Lord did not move me from California for any other reason than to sit in this room with you. You are the same age that my daughter would be. You have the same name. The Lord knows what he's doing, and he loves you enough to bring someone across the country to meet you. And she wasn't from this area. She's from Middle Tennessee, came to this little tiny center because her sister knew about it from years before. So
if people want to donate, if they want to give, how can they?
So they can go to our website. It's alliancefamilyservices.org, and then just look for Lenoir City. And then you can see our webpage and you see a mock-up of what our building will look like, and just, more information. They can get in contact with me from the website, and then they can donate there as well. We do have prayer and information nights, so I do one a week. So they're in the building, so 118 North A Street. They're excited that we're not going to love women and serve them well, and that's just a lie from the pit of hell. So I want people to know, like, our heart, and to know that, we're no different. We're going to be more medically minded and have prenatal care and well visits and things like that. Ultrasound, and ultrasound is like the key to what we do, because we want to show them the truth. And that's my heart, right? Like, I've seen what a lie looks like. I've seen what Planned Parenthood does. And there's like this other part of me that wants the church, like in our church of over 2,000 members, we have people who believe that Planned Parenthood does good things. We're going to do breast exams, and we're going to do well visits, and we're going to do prenatal care up to 20 weeks, because let's be honest, a lot of these people don't have prenatal care up to 20 weeks. I often say, when I'm talking to people about what Alliance is doing and what we're going to do in Lenoir City, I often say, like, hey, you may hear me today, and God might not be calling on your heart. Like, we might not be the mission partner for you. And that's true. But what I would caveat that with is that everyone who calls Christ King should be involved in life. Everyone. I don't care if it's $20 to a different pregnancy center every single month, or being a prayer partner.